Hey guys, it's me, Sean, and Bandit, and we just want to say that if you want to bet along with us, download the Action 24/7 Sportsbook and use the code MONEY3. That's MONEY 3. When you use that code on your next deposit, you'll receive a $250 risk-free bet. Terms and conditions apply, and we hope you see you along.
Okay. We're here. We're back. Week 13 is dead. It is dead. Dead. We are here. It is now week 14. I hate that number. I hate that we're at week 14. I'm not going to say it's...
We're all thinking it.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
We're just going to move on. Week 14 is here. Slate's okay. Not super thrilled about it. We got a lot of mixed emotions going on, but how did you guys do last week?
I mean, it wasn't the kick to the nuts that the week before, 2 weeks ago was, but it wasn't good. 4 and 5. It felt worse because after the noon slate on Sunday, I think I went 1 in 4. I won Sunday Night Football. I lost all my afternoon bets, and I lost Monday night, which was my surefire because Tom Brady is old and bad at football. So yeah, I mean it was bad, but it's fine. I kind of like the board this week, so I guess we'll just see what happens. Last 2 weeks haven't been good, but bounce back. Sean, how did you do?
I went 3, 5, and 1. The surefire pick pushed with a tie.
That was an electric tie.
Yeah. Tie between the Washington Commanders versus the New York Giants. Heartbreaker. Another heartbreaker on Monday night. Had Saints money line. I needed Saints money line to come out on top of the whole weekend, and they choked it away within 5 minutes.
And I needed...
And it makes me question why I watch entire NFL games. Why do I waste 3 hours of my time only to lose within the last 3 seconds of that game? I was just sitting there like, what am I doing?
I had Bucks minus 3.5 or 4 in that. And I forgot, just like Tom Brady, when the sun goes down, I mean, I guess his arthritis kicks in or something, because he's horrific in these nighttime games.
He wasn't in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, he played really bad for the other
He took a shot of adrenaline.
3/4 and a half.
All of his joints realigned and somehow scored 2 touchdowns. But
I don't care.
Whatever. We're going to move on to Will's record. Will?
So I just want to tell a quick little story about my Sunday because it was quite eventful. I think I did something that no human has ever done or should do. Me and the missus, we get home from a weekend away. We went to Chattanooga. Great place, great town, great bars, great drinks. Get back Sunday morning. I download the McDonald's app. And when you download the McDonald's app, and you set all your stuff up, you get a free Big Mac. And so, this is what I'm having for lunch. I'm going to eat a Big Mac. And
Are we being paid for this?
No.
Okay.
No.
Shameless plug.
What I'm about to say will not quantify them paying us to say something.
Okay.
I'm going to get this Big Mac, and I'm going to go over to our friend's place where Chris and Sean are, and we're gonna watch the Titans, and we're gonna win all of our bets. Get the Big Mac, paid nothing for it. Go over there, watch the Titans lose, but I won all of my noon slate, went 3-0. And so kind of mixed feelings on my part, but I did have a Big Mac that was free. so I was pretty stoked. And our friend kicked us out, and so we had to go back to our place. And I checked my McDonald's app once again, and I find out that our local college team, whenever they win, we get a free Big Mac through the McDonald's app. Guess what I'm eating after the noon slate games? I'm swinging by McDonald's, getting another Big Mac. I had 2 Big Macs in one day.
Not only one day, a span of 4 hours.
Pretty much. It was a span of 4 hours.
So is that the thing that no human has ever done? Has
Sure.
eaten two
I'm
Big
sure-
Macs?
I'm sure that's been done.
I'm sure that's been done,
Yeah,
but
probably
it's
a lot.
but no human should do it.
That's true.
I was gonna say the Super Size Me guy did that for sure.
He definitely did that. I get the Big Mac. We're here watching the afternoon games. I win all of my afternoon game slate except for one, the Chargers. I don't know what's going on with them. The Raiders stink, but they've won their last 3 games in a row. But we're gonna move on. So I'm going into Sunday night 5-1, and I've eaten 2 Big Macs. I've had a pretty good day so far. And then me and the boys, we cook up a parlay. We should have tweeted it out, but we didn't because it was a bit silly. All right, but it's fine.
It lost, so don't worry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. So Chris leaves at some point before the game, and me and Sean are watching, and like quarter of the way through the game, parlay's still alive. Matt Ryan throws an interception. It's part of the parlay. Tony Pollard has 10 receiving yards, and parlay's still alive. It's going great. And then Sean's like, I'm tired. I'm super hungover. I'm going to go to bed. So he goes to bed, and I take his spot on the couch. And immediately after Sean goes to bed, my tummy starts getting the rumblies.
Uh-oh.
Farts start flying. Good thing Sean's upstairs because they were rank. And they keep going, and I feel some abdominal pain. And, one thing leads to another, and I find out why no human should ever have 2 Big Macs in one day. The number 2 was flowing.
All right.
Won the Sunday night game. Ended my Sunday going 7-1. I'm back. There's no George Costanza for me.
It's wild.
Wonderful.
So are we ready to get to this slate?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. First game, Browns at Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 6. Over under 47. All of these lines are brought to you by the Action 24/7 Sportsbook. Chris, what do you think about this game? I don't have a lot of thoughts about this game, but maybe you can sway me one way.
I agree with you. When I first looked at it, I was like, I don't really know what to think because the Bengals are humming. The Browns always, I feel like, kind of beat the Bengals. I don't think Joe Burrow's ever beat the Bengals. Or the Browns, excuse me.
He definitely hasn't beat the Bengals.
He hasn't beat the Browns, I don't think. So I was like, I don't know what to do here. So when in doubt, you take the over 47. I actually kind of like it, and the more I think about it, because the Bengals are, like I said, they are figuring it out. They're kind of a machine right now. Deshaun Watson's back. He shook the rust off or tried to shake the rust off against the Texans. I think he'll be much better in this game. I think over 47 is the play. So, Sean, what do you think?
Listen, something's got to change. I'm fading myself this entire week. I was going to take the under, but now I'm taking the over because that's the opposite of what I should do.
Okay.
George Costanza.
George Costanza thoughts only this week. Something's got to change. I'm on a incredible cold streak. I haven't had a winning week in a month, maybe. It feels longer than that, but I think it's a month. So all of my picks are going to be fading myself.
I'm not really sure how that makes me feel, but
Well, you're doing better than I am, so you should still feel okay. So over 47 is the play for the Bengals-Browns game.
All right.
Will,
Hmm.
do we sway you
I
one
know we
way
just
or the
gave
other?
very convincing arguments.
Yeah. I see where both of you guys are coming from. Sean, I understand your original thought for this game, the under, but I also understand the fading yourself thought for this over. And taking the over in a game is very much, screw it, taking the over.
Mhm.
When you don't really know what to take in a game. But if we learned anything from last year, is that Bengals middle to beginning part of the season, not very impressive, but now they're surging. They're starting to take over. I think I'm going to take the Bengals -6. I think Vegas wants you to take the Browns. I think they want you to think that the Browns defense can overcome Joe Burrow and that the rust is shaken off Deshaun Watson. I think that Vegas wants you to take the Browns, so I'm going to take the Bengals. And even though I think that Joe Burrow's overrated and I hate the Bengals, money's still green.
Yep.
You keep saying that Joe Burrow's overrated. He just goes out and balls.
Yeah, every time you say that, he wins.
I don't know. I just
So
feel
just
like
if you're taking the Bengals, you definitely have to say it then.
Yeah.
listen, I feel like Joe Burrow as a quarterback just does what he needs to do.
Okay.
I don't find him very flashy as a player on the field. So that's just my opinion, but I'm taking the Bengals. I think they're surging, much like they did last year, in order to make the playoff push. Next game, Next game, NFC North division rivals. Vikings at the Lions. The Lions are favored by 2.5. This line makes no sense. Over-under's 45.5. Sean, what do you think? Or I guess, what do you not think?
Oh,
Good question.
how do you answer that?
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
It's like a Jeopardy question.
Lions, -2.5. Stinky. It's a stinky line,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I'm going to take it.
Yeah, damn straight.
Because you look at it and you're like, oh, leading division NFC North Minnesota Vikings are dogs by 2.5. Last time they were dogs, they got boat raced
Yeah,
by the Cowboys.
yeah. I guess I was.
I was going to take the Vikings here. I was going to do it, but nope. I'm taking the Lions. Chris.
I love it. That I agree. This line makes no sense. The Lions being favored over a 10-2 team makes no sense. But if you think about it a little bit more, it kind of makes sense. The Vikings don't need this game. They're in the playoffs.
Sure.
They've already clinched the division, correct? Maybe all but.
Yeah, all but. Probably.
Okay. I mean, but the Lions, they have to win out just to make the playoffs, to have a chance of making the playoffs. They need this game. That's why they're going to win this game, and they're going to win it by at least a field goal. Lions -2.5 all day. I love this pick, actually.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, Will.
I think I'm going to take the over 45.5. I mean, we've seen over the past, season that these Lions can put up teams. Okay. We've seen over the past couple of weeks in the season that these Lions can put up points. And so can the Vikings. The Vikings have two great receivers. They have one of the best receivers in the league. They just got T.J. Hawkinson. And I think that if the Vikings pull this one out, it's going to be a shootout. I think it has the potential to be a shootout. I think this has the potential to be a very high scoring game. And I'm taking the Lions. No, I'm not taking the Lions. I'm taking over
There you go.
45.5. Jesus, something is wrong with me today.
It's those Big Macs, man.
Yeah. This is why no human should ever have two Big Macs in one day.
You're a brave man, Will.
Yeah. They were free. Anyway, we're moving on. It is. Next game, we have the Jets at the Bills. Another division matchup. The Bills are favored by 9.5. They are at home. Over-under is 43.5. I'm very tempted to take the Jets here. I think man, this is tough. What do you guys think?
I'm going to take the under. 43.5. I don't know, guys. I don't know anymore. I'm at a
Way to
loss
sell
for
it.
words. I know. I know. But something's got to change. And fading yourself is not easy, and it's not easy to talk about. I'm doing my best. Here. But one thing I do know for sure is that these Bills unders do hit. Von Miller is out for the year.
Yep.
Bills secondary is kind of in shambles. Jets were kind of lighting up the Vikings defense last week. I feel like this game has the potential to go over if it wanted to. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to rock with the under again at 43.5. Chris, please tell me your pick.
Bills -9. Mike White, I know he threw it all over the Vikings last week, except for where it counted, the red zone. You have to score touchdowns to beat the Buffalo Bills. You can get away with kicking field goals against the Vikings, who suck. For a really good team, they suck. The Bills are just a very good team, and this is a revenge spot. They know the Jets beat them last time they played. I think they're going to beat the hell out of them. I think the Mike White little fun ride is over. I think he's going to suck. I don't see him they're not a good team. They're just not the Jets. So I think the Bills. I think they stomp them. I think they win by 2 or 3 touchdowns. I just don't see how Mike White will be able to move the ball against Buffalo.
Word.
Yeah. So Will, what are you thinking?
I like that.
Well, I was thinking the Jets, just because the Bills they just find it hard to cover a big spread, much like the Chiefs. But I could also see the Bills stomping them into the ground. And I think I was originally going to take the Jets here, but I think we are past that point in the season where Mike White doesn't have his time in the spotlight. He's had his 2 games where he's played well, and that's about all he's good for.
Yes,
as we found out from last year. And I think I'm going to take the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills minus 9.5. I think this is the Mike White poops his pants game.
I agree. In Buffalo too, right?
It is in Buffalo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah,
Could be real cold.
Burr.
Jets don't fly very well in the cold, probably.
Is that true?
Probably.
Okay.
Next game, Bucks at Niners. The Niners favored at home by 3.5. Over under is 37. Very low under. Garoppolo's out. Tom Brady is old. Who's in for the Niners?
What's his name? I'm
Brock?
blanking. Brock. Oh yeah, Big Cock Brock.
I don't know if we could say that.
Why not?
I don't know.
That's what George Kittle said.
All right. We're rocking with it.
Just
saying.
just saying what I saw online.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about this game.
Well, you said that about the past 4 games.
I don't love this slate.
Have an opinion.
Have an opinion.
All right.
Give us something. You
All
have
right.
to give us something.
All right. I will give you something. My gut feeling was take the Niners because Tom Brady is old. Something is wrong. He cannot. He doesn't trust his offensive line. His defense isn't that great. Gave up 16 points to Andy Dalton, which I don't know. 16 points isn't a lot,
It's not a lot.
but I don't know. Andy Dalton isn't that
There's only
great.
one touchdown, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
That one to Taysom Hill, and then it was like 3 straight field goals.
That sounds right.
Sounds right.
Yeah, because it's 7, 10, 13, 16.
Listen, we're not a math podcast.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna rock with the Niners. I kind of hate it, but I just hate this game. But I think I'm gonna take Niners minus 3.5 here. I just think they're just such a well-rounded team. I feel like they just have so many other pieces other than the quarterback that can really elevate the team in total. And so I'm taking Niners minus 3.5. Chris, what do you think?
I was going to say Bucks plus 3.5. But I was just having flashbacks to Monday Night Football and just watching Tom Brady be god awful for 3 quarters and 15.
Some change.
Yeah, and some change. So I'm switching. I'm going Niners minus 3.5. Everything you said, they're a better team. They have far more weapons on offense, and I really want to see Brock Purdy, which is just a phenomenal name. Also, Mr. Irrelevant in this year's draft. I want to see a win.
Two Mr. Irrelevants going head to head.
Is
Yeah,
the other one-
Ryan Suckup.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was very confused. But anyway, I'm going with my heart here instead of my gut. Niners minus 3.5. Sean, what is the opposite of what you were going to take in this game?
Well, it's the opposite of both of your picks. You guys made some very convincing arguments. Made me want to tail you. But I can't do it. I'm sticking to my guns this week.
That's fair. That's honestly fair.
See, I don't know how to feel when
You can feel however you want to feel about it.
that doesn't help me.
I know. I'm not a therapist. I'm not here to tell you how to feel or how to act.
Okay.
I'm your friend. I'll tell it to you straight. I don't care how you feel.
Jesus. All right.
Bucks plus 3.5. God, not 3.5.
I totally get it. I've definitely pulled the George Costanza more than once, and more than just one NFL slate. Just gotta. I respect it. You gotta find a way to get out of the funk.
Yep.
You gotta
That's
just
the only way I know how.
gotta just ride it out.
First time trying it as well for me.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's a little test run, I
Okay.
suppose.
All right. Well, next game we have Sunday Night Football, Dolphins at Chargers. I feel like a lot could go on in this game. I feel like a lot of points could go on in this game. Sean, what do you think?
I feel like a lot of points could happen in this game. But I have to take the under if that's the case.
yeah.
I want this game to be awesome.
I respect.
I really want this game to be awesome, but 52,
that
that's a
is
lot.
high. That's very high.
That's high. It's high for prime time. In LA, I don't know. Like, I want this game to be awesome, but I can't root for it. I got to go under. Got to go under here.
That's fair. I mean,
Gotcha.
it's a prime time under. It's like prime time unders are like cash it right now.
Will,
Yes.
how do you feel about SNF?
I think that Vegas wants you to take the Dolphins. I feel like Vegas knows that the Dolphins are one of the best teams in the NFL, and they have one of the most high-flying offenses in the NFL, and they want you to take them. They're dangling the minus 3.5. They're dangling that carrot right in front of you. Here, it's Tua. It's Tyreek. It's Waddle. -3.5. Here, take it. I'm taking the Chargers. The Chargers need a win. They need a win to be competitive and perhaps maybe make it into the playoffs. They need to win this game. So, Hungry Dog runs fast. I'm taking the home dog. Chris, what do you think?
I agree with you that the Chargers need to win this game. They won't. Justin Herbert sucks. I'm sorry. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
He seems broken.
I don't get
This
why everyone tells me he is good. He doesn't win games. Like, I get everyone's hurt on that team, but if he's apparently like the best quarterback of his generation, which is what everyone on ESPN makes me think, why are they not winning games against the god-awful Raiders?
It's a good question.
I don't get it. Tua and the Dolphins need to bounce back. I'm taking -3.5. I hated it at plus. I thought it was +3.5, and in my head that made no sense. So I thought I was taking the cheese on that. But I love it -3.5. Justin Herbert sucks. The Chargers suck. Brandon Staley's going to get fired after this year.
Maybe.
They don't do anything. They don't win. Every year they're like, oh, this team is going to be good. They're not. They just don't win. They're bad.
I do think that they are consistently the most hurt team in the NFL.
Yes, I get that, but like the Raiders suck.
They do suck.
Yeah.
And that game wasn't really like that close.
The other one
They had
was
like a
70.
bomb on 4th and 15 to make it close. Other than that, they're not good. I'm tired of people telling me they're good.
Mhm.
They're not.
I like that because if the Chargers are bad, less points will be scored.
Yeah.
Could work out.
Could work out.
Okay, our main slate is done. Now let's talk about our surefires. I think I'm going to open this one up. This is my surefire pick. Like you've said before, I don't know a lot about this slate.
You said that.
I said that. No, but you said that I said that. Yeah.
But you said it.
Yeah, I said it.
I want that clipped. Like you said, I don't know a lot.
My surefire pick of the week, Ravens at Steelers under 37.
Ooh.
Yes, it stinks. It's a stinky, stinky number. But this is a division matchup. Lamar is out. Kenny Pickett sucks. Tyler Huntley is playing for the Ravens, I think.
Yes.
This game is just... I just feel like every time the Ravens and the Steelers play each other, it's like 13-10.
Mhm.
It's like 9-6. It's just a slugfest.
It's also kind of mentioned what the Ravens' last 2 games have been.
Yeah.
They beat the Broncos by 1.
That's 3 games. Because then they lost to the Jags, and then they it was like 13-3 against the Panthers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I'm going under 37. You're dangling that low number in front of you, saying, hey, division matchup, anything could happen. Take the over. If you just I can see it. I can see Ravens Steelers 13-10, 16-10. Something not good.
Mm-hmm.
Something not worth watching. Something very boring to watch.
Fair.
Under 37. That's my surefire pick. Chris, what is your surefire pick?
I normally go on like a rant for these things, and I already kind of did that with the Dolphins. And also, I feel like when I go on rants, the pick just doesn't win. So I'm just going to keep it simple. Chiefs, Broncos, under 43.5. The Broncos, as we have made very, like, we've talked about a lot on this show, they have a very bad offense. Also have a pretty good defense. Perfect recipe for an under, which is why unders in their games this year are 11-1.
Good Lord.
So for that reason, and pretty much that reason alone, I will be taking under 43.5 in this game. The Broncos suck. So stinky team, bet the under. Keep it simple. I just want to win one of these freaking things. So yeah, Sean, what is the opposite of your gut tell you?
Well, I'm going to throw it back to my Sunday night pick and have it be under 52 Dolphins Chargers. So we have a clean under slate for our surefire picks.
That's gross.
This is gonna be real entertaining.
I only contributed 1/3 of this. You contributed the other 2/3 of it.
But we
I'm just saying-
individually contributed 1/3.
Exactly.
So okay,
I'm just
again,
saying,
not a
like,
math podcast. We're not arguing about fractions.
I'm just saying, like, all of us just picking an under.
Yep.
Just, ugh.
Something's got to change.
Anytime a point is scored on Sunday, we're like, ugh.
Gross.
Ugh.
Unless it's the Browns Bengals.
Sure.
Sure.
Well, it's the only one that I think. Is that the only over?
I got the over.
So far,
I got the over in the Lions Vikings game.
right.
Whew.
So far. Yep.
So we need an ugly Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's.
I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
Not really, but trying to lie to myself. And
I don't know. I think rooting for unders is kind of fun. Because you're just like, you're sweating the entire time. And that's why we do it.
it's fun
Whatever.
until like something awesome happens at the very end, and you're the only one who's like, shit.
Yeah. It's like, damn.
Anyway,
That was cool.
yeah.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's our surefire picks.
Whew.
That's our surefire picks. Now we just go on to our the rest of our cards. I keep it kind of light on my the rest of my card. Sometimes I'll do like 1 or 2 picks. Last week I ended up doing 2 because Chris had a snipe with Aaron Rodgers against the Bears.
Easy.
It wasn't looking good in the beginning, but then
I was never sweating that game for a second.
I was sweating it a little bit.
It's Aaron Rodgers. It's the Bears.
I did remember that.
Yeah. When it was like 16-0 at one point, part of me was like, well, damn. And then another part was like, well, the Bears are going to lose this game. I wish I would have live bet it, honestly. But
Yeah. This week I only got 1 pick right now. Titans -4. They need a bounce back game from this past week, which has been quite eventful for our fair team. So, and just a perfect get back game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who suck. And is Trevor Lawrence still playing?
I saw he didn't practice today, so
Doesn't matter.
It's up in the air.
I say he's not good. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Doesn't really matter. Anyway, moving on. Titans -4. Sean, what is the rest of your card?
I got the Arizona Cardinals +2.5 on Monday Night Football against the New England Patriots. Home dog. Yep.
Yep.
Eagles Giants under 47. And then I got the Cowboys Texans over 41.5.
Cowboys will score all 42
Yeah.
of those points.
Yeah. About to say that, but going back to the Denver point, Texans, worst team in the league.
Yeah.
Stinky game. Bet the under. Wrong. You do the opposite.
I think they're just so bad that, like, even when they're on offense, it's like Dallas could score on this play.
I mean, yeah.
Cleveland had
Hey, watch this. Pick 6 right here.
Cleveland had 2 defensive touchdowns against them last week.
I think
They had a scoop and score. They had a
They had a scoop and score and a pick six,
Pick
and then a
six.
punt
And
return.
and then a punt return.
Jeez. So yeah,
So-
anytime, a point the Cowboys could score at any point in this.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I might hop on that. We'll
So,
see.
but yeah, Chris, let's get the rest of your card.
All
Oh
right.
wait, screw it. Titans -4. Who cares? That's the only one I'm not.
Jesus
It's the only one I'm not fading myself on. That's the only one I'm pretty confident that a team could cover.
Yeah.
So, that will be my one game that I do not fade myself. Now, Chris, let's hear the rest of your card.
Well, I'll start out. Just make it a trifecta. Titans -4. just like you said, A.J. Brown made us his child on Sunday, and then John Robinson gets fired out of the sky. That sounded like a plane got shot down. He got fired out of nowhere, I should say. Jeez, that came out wrong. Anyway, Titans need this game. Honestly, I think maybe a decent amount of the public might be on the Jags in this game. So I'll be taking the Titans regardless. Then we got divisional game. Speaking of those Eagles Giants. Giants +7.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Giants they're a good team. I don't know why it's a 7 or a touchdown spread in a divisional game. I don't get it. Maybe that means I'm taking the bait.
Where is this? Where is this game?
Give me 2 seconds. It's in New York.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's
Also,
actually
the
crazy.
Eagles don't play well on the road, like at all. Particularly Jalen Hurts, who in his career is 5-11 against the spread on the road. Yeah, and our boy Danny Dimes, really good against the Eagles, at least against the spread. 3-1 in his career.
Okay.
So Giants +7. I love that pick. And then going back to my boys, the Seattle Seahawks -4 against the Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold is playing quarterback in this game. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I know the Seahawks kind of looked like crap against the Rams last week, but I mean, hell, every team has a stinker every now and then. But they still won.
Yeah.
And yeah, Pete Carroll though, after playing the Rams the next week, is phenomenal in his career after playing the Rams. 14-8-2 against the spread.
Wow.
It's,
All right.
Love it. That again with Sam Darnold attempting to play quarterback. I don't see how you don't. This spread should be a touchdown. So Seahawks -4, and that's the card.
Is that game on the road? Seattle?
It is not. It is in Seattle.
Okay.
Hmm.
It wouldn't matter. I'd take it anywhere. They could be playing in Antarctica. I'd take the Seahawks.
Word.
So that's the card.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for us this week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Follow us on all socials. New episode every Friday. Link in the description for all the socials. You'll find on Twitter, or you'll find on everything, Bandit's Thursday night pick, and his all dog parlay. All right, Sean, what is the promo code?
Promo code, as always, is Money3, MONEY3. When you use that code on your next deposit on the Action 24/7 Sportsbook, you'll be opted in for a $250 risk-free bet. Terms and conditions apply, and we will see you next week.
We will see you next week. This is 3 for the money. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money. Giddy up. Giddy up. Giddy up. Here we go.
Woo, woo, woo.